Y'all ready for the hottest ish in the streets? King invites you to party with his new Hip Hop Club King EP. Check it out right now on YouTube and all digital platforms, including Spotify, Apple Music. All of it is in the link. Click that link on the source link. Go tap in right now and support him. Peace. Lil Durk makes a vow. Let's talk about it. That subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video, and apparently he showed a sign of maturity. All right, and he vows again not to mention dead rappers in his music or perform songs featuring their names. All right, so let's talk about it. He said Lil Durk took to Twitter Thursday to proclaim once again that he won't be mentioning dead in my song no more or performing songs with their name. The Voice, he said on Twitter, Lil Durk, I'm not mentioning dead in my songs no more or performing songs with their name in it. Big smirk. He followed the sentiment with a couple other tweets. Vine left us, D-Thing left us, and I was lost. Why every time somebody die, they love you, but when you hear, they don't care. Love me now, not later. And that's always kind of the, kind of what it is. You don't know what you got till it's gone. Durk already from Complex, by the way. Durk has made the same proclamations before when he dropped King Von featuring The Voice album Cut Still Trapping back in January. Quote, I'm done dropping the dead after my deluxe and songs only though, he said on Twitter. Durk appeared to have made the decision as a way to honor the dead in an appropriate way. It's unclear though why he's doubling down on the statement this time around. While his career has skyrocketed over the past few years, Durk has also endured a lot of losses with the death of his brother D-Thing on June 21, 2021. Vine last November. Still, those losses didn't stop Durk from recently speaking ill of others who have passed away, include FBG Duck, who died last August. In December, Durk teased some music that appears to take shots at a rival FBG. Quote, I told my PO through the gate that I get high as F, Durk rap. Quote, she asked how high do I get? I told her high as Duck. When the late rapper's mother caught wind of Durk's comments, she fired back at him. Quote, well, he better take that ish with who made King Von gone. Not my effing son. Mother effing son. Durk's mom said, quote, cause he ain't do it. Remember they had a song together. Remember they hashed their differences. Mother effer steady wanna for the industry. This is proof. Y'all really showing y'all rich off mentioning my mother effer son. Y'all rich off mentioning Tuka. Show your craft. Do something else besides dissing music. And you gotta understand, man, Chicago for the most part has always been bad. I remember I went there in the 90s last time I've been there. But it's always been this bad. And it's us for the OGs to get the kids the game. And they never did, but him stepping up and hopefully he amended his word. He stopped doing that shit. It's just, they made money and they still want to gang bang. All right, they made money and they still want to gang bang. I said it again. They wealthy. They can look outside and not have to see other buildings and projects, not to see needles and crackheads and shit. They made it. All right, he's 28 years old and he's still talking about gangs. He's 28 years old and still claiming sets. I think he's almost 30. It's time to move on. Hopefully that's a step towards it. And I know, once you get a step up out your means, you move to the suburbs, move out to LA, move wherever you move, New York City, that people gonna say you switched up, you changed. I mean, the plant started from a seed, grow a little bit, become, grow a little bit more, start to blossom, start to do what it do as it reproduce, blossom, whatever it do. It changed. You can't have the same mindset as when you was little. You can't have the same mindset when you was 12, then when you was 24, you 34, 44, and so on. You supposed to change. The objective is to move out the hood. You got that opportunity. So leave the bullshit where it is. Because y'all had the power to stop it when y'all was here. Y'all had the power to stop claiming streets and projects and corners that y'all never gonna own and never can own. No matter how much money you get, they still not gonna sell it to you. So, never understood I understood the meaning of a gang. I understood that. Because a gang it's a group of individuals. They come together for a purpose. Maybe they was too weak to make it on their own. Maybe they together to make some money. Maybe they together to bring up some other ruckus in my RZA voice. Whatever it may be. But after a while, your game becomes your girlfriend, your wife, your baby mama, your fiance, your kids. Your mother get to watch your kids. Your father gets to watch your kids. So, for the most part, it's pure ignorance at this point for him. At the end of the day, people, losing behind you, losing around you, they losing their life. And now he's starting to recognize. It would be ignorance if he didn't recognize at this point that all that blocks and shit meaningless. It all meant for you to be behind the cell. So, kudos to him for even taking that step. Now you got to put action behind it. But now everybody looking for him to go do something to the people that did something to him. Everybody looking for him to suit up and throw his life on the line for Von. Throw his life on the line for D-Thing, his brother. People blaming him for that death. But all it's going to do is perpetuate the cycle. You get them, they kill you. You get them, you go to prison. Now who's going to raise your kids? So, at the end of the day, if you believe in karma, you believe in higher being, whether it be Christianity, Islam, whatever it may be, what goes around comes around. It's called karma, depending on the religion. But there's no point to mention the dead. It's no point to do it. They say that's behind, kind of cost stuff. But for him, man, it's maturity. Be there for all your fucking kids. He got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 kids. Like, come on. Be there for your kids. But that game banging and banging streets, nigga, you grow out of that shit. Nobody want to be on the block 40, 50, 30 years old, still game banging. Who the fuck want to still be in the hood? He got the power and the money to get out the hood and just move on. I'm out the hood. Chicago dangerous. It always been dangerous. Don't let nobody tell you nothing. This has never been this bad. It's always been nothing but cat pilling and killing. But for him, he has a choice to make. Like, leave that shit alone. I mean, Biggie made that choice when he made Life After Death. He didn't want to go back to he didn't want to go back to Ready to Die. He didn't want to go back to doing that shit. Talking about triple beams and but for Durk, he can change. He can change. He can change his music and do something different if he want to, but be the ambassador of Chicago. Not another cautionary story. Be the ambassador. But good for him. Hopefully he make good on it. Can move in, but ain't nothing being close to 30. Ain't nothing cool but being close to 30. Still fighting over street signs and street corners and projects you can't own. Ain't nothing being good but all you niggas beefing. But y'all take over the music industry like Atlanta. If y'all work together, y'all still claiming blocks and, being mad off shit that don't matter. Think about that. Y'all still beefing. There's Gucci Mane and Jeezy at 30 plus and 40 years old can put their shit behind you, so can y'all. And everybody says, oh, they weak. That's that nigga mentality. Because y'all want to forgive the white man and the other quick. And ain't nobody batting an eye about it. But as soon as two brothers forgive each other, move on, and work together, then it's just that ignorance. And that's the type of money he got to rise above that. It takes two grown-ass men to bury the hatchet, no matter what the history is. As long as it ain't, some other serious stuff. But for him, bury that shit. Y'all fighting over blocks and corners y'all don't own. On my project, the best, if y'all niggas work together, Chicago could be hotter than Atlanta. That's the thing about Atlanta. You see these niggas from over here, East Atlanta's Decatur, motherfuckers from Stone Mountain, some niggas from Augusta, some motherfuckers from the West Side, Lawrenceville, some people truly from Atlanta. Some motherfucker might be from Savannah. But for the most part, you just see them motherfuckers Put the ladder there, you climb up. You put the next ladder, I climb up. That's how they work together. And that's how Chicago and a lot of other places, that's how New York City used to work together. They had their little beefs. But for the most part, they can work together. But people don't understand when you 40, late 30s, mid 30s, 40, that shit don't matter no more. You ain't doing this shit no more. How your kids doing? See, Jay-Z and Nas, they buried the hatchet and some foul crap was said. Jeezy and Gucci buried the hatchet. MC8, DJ Quick buried the hatchet. You know? We no longer in the end game, which is the streets. Now you're in a multi-billion-dollar business. It's time to move on, man. But you keep perpetuating that street shit, you're gonna get engulfed by it. And for him, man, you made it, bro. Just don't even. I'm not saying you can't go back to the hood and do so, but nigga, he made it. He made it. So what's the point? So Chicago and a lot of other cities start helping each other out. They all can be rich. But stealing, dabbling in that street shit and still, Vine was young. You know, he ain't know, but that was his job to be like, you know what, dog? We above that. You know what, dog? It's first down. We ain't gotta throw a Hail Mary. We above that. But it's a lesson learned, you know. From the day that guy was conceived, from all these people that died, and Durk, you, me, that's watching, y'all that's watching, you know. And so it was written. It was written. No matter what y'all want to say, it was written. The moment you was put in your mama's stomach and you came out, it was written. Your destiny was written. How you was going to prosper, fail, you know, live, succeed, negative, fail, you die. It was already written. You know. But it is what it is, man. So good sign of maturity. Let's move on. Sometimes it takes death for us to mature. Sometimes it takes death for us to change our mindset. Sometimes it takes death for us to be the bigger man. Ain't no problem with being the bigger man to lead us to see tomorrow. But hey, let me know what you guys think. Check the music entertainment playlist out. Don't forget we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook group, link in the description. All the links there if you want to advertise on the channel, video requests, whatever you want to do. Chop it up, hit me up. Want to make a financial donation? Venmo, CJGood313, Cash App, CJGood313, PayPal, link in the description. Best way to donate, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Best way to donate, just do all those things. Appreciate the love, support. Check the music entertainment playlist. Peace.